Okay, hi, Alan HANKSTERS in Daytona Beach, Florida. This thing doesn't know it, but it really thinks it's a real 69 Yanko Nova. It thinks it's a real big block Yanko Nova. It really isn't, but it thinks it is. And it should too, because look here. It's got a big block Chevy in it, big tube headers, 2 1/8 inch, Edelbrock intake manifold, vacuum Holley secondary carburetor, power steering. This particular car is a 454. It says 427 on the front, which is what the Yankos were, but this guy is a 454. So it runs at least as good as the L72s did in the 1969 Novas. High volume aluminum radiator in it, and for a 700 R4 tranny, it's got a auxiliary transmission fluid cooler on it too. Brand new battery in it, nice and clean underneath the hood. The car just is a great looking car underneath the hood, and it duplicates what a Yanko would look like in 1969. Great looking car. So let's close it and go around our guy. Again, YSC designation. You can see the gaps on the hood are very nice, and we got a fantastic color, red with black accents on it. Hood fitment is nice, cowl induction hood, as you can see. Gaps around the hood they're very nice. Looks like there could be a little tiny bit of an adjustment over this way a hair, but other than that, it's fine. Probably better than it was from the factory anyway. The grill's nice and clean. Set of aftermarket LED headlights in the front, and the bumper turn signal parking lights are nice and clean and crisp. The grill is just as nice and fresh as you could ever hope for one. SS designation in the front. A really great looking car up front. It looks exactly like a YSC Yanko Camaro. Okay, going down the driver's side of our car. Again, 427 designation with the side marker lamp, the way it would have been for a Yanko Camaro. You can see the Yanko correct style striping on it. Paint on the fender is really nice. On the whole car, actually, is very nice. Yanko emblem on the side where the Nova is, the way it would have been for Yanko Nova. 15-inch rally wheels with red line tires that would have come on the car in 1969. Great looking combination here. Aftermarket blades, but the correct GM arms for the wipers. Tinted windshield in the front. Trim around the windows, very nice. You can see no dents or marks or anything on it. The roof has no marks, no dents, no nothing you could even say anything about. Drip rail molding is, I don't feel a single thing on it. It's all really nice. Trim around the windows is nice. The fuzzies, whiskers, wipes, whatever you want to call them, they're all nice. The stainless on them transitions onto the top of the door and the fender just the way it should. Door handles, the chrome's gorgeous, look like they're brand spanking new. Same with the key. Going down the side, paint on the door, very nice. Fitment to the quarter panel, really nice. It has the optional trim down along the bottom. The striping onto the quarter panels themselves. Inside of the fender here, it's shaved a little bit for clearance for the tires. Novas didn't have a whole lot of room for bigger rubber in the back of them. Quarter panel just really nice. Side marker in the back, nice and clean. Yanko Super Chevy on the back, just the way it should be. Really nice car down the driver's side. I don't see anything that you could call out as a defect, or, you know, we're not dealing with new Ferraris, we're not dealing with new Porsches here, but this is better than it ever was in 1969 when the car was produced. Okay, around the back of our YSC, you can see the paint is very nice. You can see the fitment of the trunk, really nice. All the way around. Gap just as nice as could be. Again, our Yanko identification on the back for the Nova. Super Sport on the back where it would have been in 1969. The grill area in the back, which is usually really pitted up and messed up. This is as nice as it was when it was new. Back bumper is very, very nice. A little tiny bit of patina in it, but not enough to, it's just as new as could be. Very, very nice bumper. Back end of this car is just gorgeous. There's no misalignment with anything. The bumper fitment is nice. A little tighter on this side than it is on this side. Again, adjustment, that could be done if it became an issue. Other than that, the back end of this car is splendid. It's really, really nice. Okay, the trim around our back window, which is also tinted, by the way. I forgot to mention on that side, but there's no marks or dents on that side. There are none on this side. The hatch shelf rack in the back is nice and clean. No distortion, no fade. There's 2 aftermarket speakers in it. Going down the side again. Striping, gorgeous striping with this car. Really accentuates the car itself and give it the Yanko SC designation, which there's no real way that you can tell other than checking the serial number of this car that it's not a real Yanko. That's how well this is done. Again, the drift rail molding, absolutely like brand new. No marks, no marks at all on it. Quarter panel to the door, same thing. You can see there's absolutely nothing that doesn't fit the way it should. Door handle's nice as can be. Inside the doors are nice and clean. Door panels themselves are really nice. The interior is absolutely gorgeous. It's accentuated with orangish red piping to match the outside of the car with a black interior. Aftermarket gauges, no cracks in the dash. Just a really nice, fresh interior. Nice car, nice solid car. Everything fits as it should. YSC on the headrest too, the way they would have come from Yanko back then. Trim around the front window, the same as the other side. No marks, no dings, nothing on it. Transition from the door onto the front fender. Also, we're missing this piece of trim here. So when you call in, you have to get on Rich and tell him we need this piece of trim here. That's the only thing that this car really is missing. We need that piece of trim to finish the side of this car. Again, the Yanko designation with the Nova. There's nothing. 427, side marker up front, bumper fitment, finish, everything on this car is really, really great. It's a Yanko look-alike, clone, style, whatever you want to call it, but it's a fantastic vehicle for a fraction of the price that you would pay for a real Yanko car with the same performance and the same panache that the original one had. It has the correct type of wheels and tires on it. It has the correct striping. It has the correct designation on everything. All your decals for Yanko are there. It is a big block. It runs and drives just as you would expect it to. It's a great car at a really, really great price, and you can buy it here at HANKSTERS in Daytona Beach, Florida. Beautiful car. We're underneath a 1969 Chevrolet Nova. Big block, 454, inch and 7/8 headers. Subframes are solid as can be. No marks on them, no scale, no jack marks, anything. They're just as nice as they were when they were new. All the suspension items are nice and tight on the vehicle. It has power steering, new pitman arm, new idler arm on this side, new shocks. Floor pans are very, very nice. 700R4 tranny, overdrive transmission in this car. And if you also notice, no leaks. No leaks in the motor, no leaks off the pan on the bell housing, and no leaks off the extra deep pan on a 700R4 that we have in here. So back to the chassis. Solid as can be this far back. Cross member as new. Where your floor pans go on to the rocker panels, the pinch welds are still there. The floor pans are solid as a rock. The substructure underneath the floor pans, the spot welds are still on all of them. It's very, very solid. No jack marks on the floor pans themselves. Looks 2¼ inch pipes coming off of our 3.5 collectors. New U-joint on the drive shaft. Parking brake assembly is all intact and functional. Original brake lines going toward the back, and they're still solid as can be. 3/8 inch fuel line on the passenger side. It looks like the original fuel line yet on the car. Very, very nice condition. Again, no jack marks on the floor heading toward the back of the vehicle. Same way as the front. Looks very, very nice and solid. Okay, going toward the back, our 2 1/4 inch pipes transition into a set of brand spanking new Flowmaster mufflers. It appears to be 2 1/4 out the back also. 2 1/4 the whole way, this exhaust system. Again, the rear subframes are as fresh and nice as the front, no marks on them. Set of traction bars supplementing the multi-leaf springs that are on the rear suspension of this car. The front mounts are unmarked or unscathed in any way for your front spring mounts. Coil-over shocks in the back, drum brakes in the back, fin as they are in the front. I don't see anything at all underneath this car. Original brake line still intact, not rusted, not marked in any way. A replacement gas tank in it, brand spanking new. Drop downs in the quarters are nice and fresh looking, no rust whatsoever. I don't see any rust at all underneath this vehicle, absolutely none. The floor pans are just as nice and fresh as can be. Rocker panels, the inner parts of the rocker panels are nice. A little tiny mark right here, like somebody may have ran over something. Put a little bend on that little lip, which is absolutely nothing. New U-joint in the back of the drive shaft. Nice car. I don't see anything at all on this vehicle that you can say negative. The structure behind the gas tank in front of the bumper, that is all just as nice and fresh and clean as can be, as you'll see from Mario's high-resolution photographs that he's going to show. Car's very, very solid underneath. It's a real nice 69 Nova. Big block car that you'd be proud to own. Very nice car.